Hey, welcome everyone. Tom here from Park Avenue Trading, your chief dealer that's delving into gold and stock index futures. It is Friday morning at 7:59 a.m., February 19th, 2025. We're going to start off with gold. We nailed gold incredibly. I said that we nailed the low of the retracement, and we nailed the breakout at 2,906.86. If you haven't seen the videos and you think that I'm full of prunes, go back and watch the videos. It's all there in living color. So right now, what does gold stand at? Well, we needed to get above this 2,932. We spiked up a little bit, didn't quite reach a target at 2,958. So gold itself right now basically could be in a consolidation pattern, something like this. I would go down to 2,918 is a new support for gold, 2,918. Now, if we could hold this support level right here, 2,932, and get through this high bar's close at 2,945, the next target for gold is 2,958.16. That's a projected target I have, 2,958.16. The ultimate target is 2,970 before we can get up to that $3,000 mark that everybody's talking about. I think there's going to be a lot of wood to chop. You know, there's a lot of people that are long. There were a lot of people. I don't like that. We spiked down a little bit. I mean, it's a nice consolidation. We got a good geometric power move up. So I think that we could actually come down to this 2,000, say 920 level. But if you're a gold bull, you're sitting pretty right now, as long as we're holding at 2,932. Ultimate wipeout, I mean, if it's going to like really retrace deeply, it's back to that really critical price of 2,913 I talked about a couple of days ago, and the breakout price that we had at 2,906. Doesn't look like it's happening today. It looks like more of it's a biddish tone, and it's heading back up towards, maybe today we can get to like 2,950, maybe 953. But I think that we're going to be staying in a bit of consolidation a little bit before the market decides that it wants to take off, break through here, and go up to that 2,970. So that's what I got going on in gold. It seems to be bid. Let's move on over to the QQQ. Let's go over to the QQQ. All right. Critical price for today that needs to hold over is 533.73. If we get a dip below 533.73, we're drifting down to low critical price of 528.32. That's daily, obviously. Okay, so what we need to do right now is we need to break above this 540. If we break above this 540, we got a chance at breaking up through, consolidating between 540 and 545 for an ultimate break to 550.05. Now, if it same holds true, if we hold here in this, within this rectangle here, we basically could be trading like this. If we get a break, we could get one of those little dips, and then, slightly trading here. I really think that this marketplace, I said it the other day, I think that it's bullish. We got a lot of things that is happening in the United States as far as investment is concerned. There's a lot of companies coming over here, and really they're going to be sparking some real big investments. So that's going to be really bullish for our indexes. And that's why, gold is rallying. The indexes are rallying. Usually there's an inverse relationship between them, but not right now. So you got to go with what you see, right? So let's go over to the SPDR. Let's check that one out. SPDR. All right, so critical price on the day is 607. That is a critical price. It needs to hold that. The main support point right now is like 599, 600 right there. So what has to happen today? Well, we need to get over this high bar's close right here, where We have a potential to get to 618 today, or within the next day or so. If we could break 618, this marketplace is heading towards 628. So those are your key points. Key point on the day is this 607. 07's got to hold this. If it can hold this, I mean, I think if we get a dip down to this level, would be a good level to look to buy it. And you know, stop would be like 602 or something like that. Or if you're that low on your stop, you might as well position size yourself so that you don't have a weak stop and go a little bit below 600, right? So just ratchet your position size down so that you can hold for a longer period. But a break of 618 is showing a nice bullish run towards the 628 eventually. Of course, there's going to be some chop. You know, it's going to basically, if it does like break this, it's going to come up, it's going to chop around a little bit. I would think there'd be natural resistance at like 622, 624, like right up in here for a pullback down to play around this area. So that's what we got going on in the SPDR. So let me move on over to the ES1. All right. Critical price on ES1 today that you got to watch out for is 6,130.75. It needs to hold this level. I don't like the idea that it did this spike, but again, it made this spike, but then quickly it did not close below it. Notice the close. Now this is a 1 hour chart, right? So this was all fear, right? For whatever reason, people got in looking for a breakout at the top. Guess what happened? It failed. So we got a failed breakout twice. Okay, but the first time, there were a lot of people, you know, just irrationally exuberant and expecting the marketplace to break and get to, well, I have a level at 6,162. They probably thought it was going, you know, to 9,000. You know, when you get that emotionally excited for this breakout, this determines it right here. That spike down was all the people, you know, that got in here looking for a breakout. The breakout failed. Instead of getting out like over here, these numbskulls decided to, you know, hold on and get out at the bottom. Hey, listen, I've done it. You know, I'm not going to say I haven't. I've sold the low tick of the day, and I've also bought the high tick of the day. You know, it's part of our life, right? I mean, that's the way it goes. If you don't say it out loud and don't take responsibility for it, you never get better. But anyway, so 6,130.75 is the level that has to hold. A break of 6,157 is driving us up to 6,162. Eventually, the overall target is 6,183. Now, a break below this, a true break below it, in other words, where we get some trading where we're starting to consolidate, and it's using this as resistance, it's driving us down to the all-important level of 6,100. So that means that something happened. Market, you know, sentiment has changed dramatically, and hey, it is what it is. But that's where we stand right now in ES1. Let's go over to the NQ1. All right. Similar thing happened here. People looking for a breakout, didn't happen. That's this big spike down, and then the other spike down. We got support right now at 22,117. The critical price it needs to get over is 22,313, and where we're heading, ultimately we're heading to 22,510. Obviously, I don't think it's going to be a straight run. I think that we'd have probably some resistance, short-term resistance at 22,403-ish, 400, like that. But this is also right now bullish, and we are basically trading in between this range right here. We need that to get that breakout, and a sustained breakout that can get us above this level here to drive us up to the 22,403. And then I would expect that we'd get a little bit of a pullback right about probably to the same support level. Now remember that old highs, you know, old resistance acts as support, and then we could finally get that breakout taking us up 22,510. So that's what I see in the gold and in the indexes. And remember, always, always, always enjoy the party, but dance near the door. Cheers.